Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at an urgent message that is meant to reach you right now. And to do this reading we will be pulling out 3 cards together. If you of course prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Okay, let's check out your cards for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got shelter. For pile number 2, you've got safety. And for pile number 3, you've got ferocity. If you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the blue spot Jasper. For pile number 2, you have the red Jasper. And for pile number 3, you've got the Snowflake Obsidian. In the background, you might hear my dog. Guys, some of you have misunderstood and thought that my dog has died. Thankfully, this is not the situation. I know that some of you may have read the comments and thought that people were talking about my dog dying. I was going to say I hope that never happens, but the fact of the matter is, if you have seen the introduction of that video, I was talking about how my dog got really ill and how the doctors were talking about that, you know, was just a matter of time, unfortunately. I'm trying really hard to take care of him the best that I can, to prolong that. I have crazy wishes and thoughts that I can heal him. It's crazy, but I just have it. This dog is my heart and my soul. Please pray for me that I can do that. Your prayers as a collective, I know, will make a difference. So thank you so much. And guys, he's still alive. I wish he would be for a very, very long time. I just wanted to clear up this misunderstanding because I noticed a lot of you are sending condolences, and that's not the case. So I just wanted to clear that out before we get into your reading. So yeah, take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to several piles, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. You might just be getting a full message of that urgent message that you're meant to receive. Whether it's 1, 2, or all of them, trust your intuition. It will guide you to the right readings. Sometimes you'll be able to pick up a message here and another one from a second pile and another one from the third pile. Together it will make absolute sense to you, and it will serve as a complete message to what you're meant to hear. So follow your intuition, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Please note that in a moment I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And what I'm going to do is, after some shuffling, is to draw out 4 signs for each pile. Draw out 4 signs for each pile. All right, so for pile number 1, you have the signs Aries, Libra, Aries, Libra, Gemini, as well as Taurus. For pile number 2, the signs are Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, as well as Cancer. And for pile number 3, the signs are Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, as well as Capricorn. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you of course prefer to pick your piles using other placements in your chart, definitely feel free to do that as well. And once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your urgent message that is meant to reach you right now. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested to know their names, you will find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue spot Jasper. Your significator card is the shelter card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Libra, Gemini, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition, and if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your zodiac sign, you can always do that. Okay, so let's check out your oracle cards. You've got the wolf and rose hip with guardianship. Look at that. It seems like something is hunting, something is attacking, and something else is finding shelter. All right, you've got something hidden. Okay, we're getting extra clues. Something hidden. Okay. You've got courthouse, as well as the rune, the Manaz rune. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. It's the only way we'll understand what this is all about. It's kind of like an urgent message letting you know that maybe something behind your back, maybe something you're not seeing, could be wreaking havoc, could be going after you, could be attacking. Something needs your attention now. Or otherwise, maybe with the courthouse, it could lead to something serious. So let's see what this energy is before we analyze the cards. But that's the first impression I'm getting here. So you've got the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups, as well as the Five of Cups. All right. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Something you haven't been caring for that you used to care for, and perhaps you haven't cared for a long time. The King of Wands, the Four of Wands, as well as the Six of Swords. Right. So what is this saying? It is a message. It's an urgent message urging you to take care of something. What is this something? For some of you, it could be your connection with someone. For others, weirdly enough, this reminds me of fat cells. The yellow, the red reminds me of blood. So weirdly enough, this reminds me of the body. So for some of you, this is urging you to take care of your body, and you don't need to worry whether this is a person, whether this is a body, whatever this is. It is showing you that once you take that initiative with the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands, because this is the background of the Four of Cups, so there seems to be a bit of apathy or lack of care in that department. And if you do, in fact, pick it up, because that's the Hanged Man now upright, if you do pick it up, this is going to become strong again. You're going to be in your best form, or the partnership is going to be strong, whatever this is. And I'll try my best to get as much information as I can from this. And what I wanted to say all along is the Six of Swords in the background of the Six of Wands, meaning you're going to transition back to that strong point. The background of the Six of Swords is the Six of Wands, meaning you're going to be victorious. So it's nothing to worry about. It's just an alarm that you want to be careful. Tender to that the way you used to tender to it, and it shall go back strong again. So you've got the shedding of the skin in the snake. Maybe things aren't going really well at the moment, but you can definitely keep things safe with shelter if you take good care of that connection of your body, because you've got the strength sitting in the Queen of Cups. Building that strength back will bring the harmony, the healing, and the love between you and your body, between you and another person. I want to put a bit of emphasis on what this could be, because if you're listening to this and you really don't know, especially that it's hidden, and the clue of you taking good care of it before and maybe slacked a little bit with that, stopped caring, may not be clear enough for you. So I want to put that effort into trying to find out the different energies we're seeing with this. For the collective, please. So what are the different energies? Oh, okay. We're seeing for the collective. Thank you. So the different energies. Four of Cups, Knight of Swords. Four of Cups is the apathy, is something emotional. It seems to me like you took great care of yourself before, and perhaps you started communicating with a toxic person. That is something you want to be careful about. Like, you want to pull away from that energy that you feel is toxic in your life at the moment, is bringing pressure. It's like slowly but surely affecting you, and while you feel like you can endure it at the moment, it might not be really sustainable for you to endure it in the long run. And it shows also that maybe you can pick things up now. You do have an opportunity to take care of yourself, take care of the situation now, whereas later it would be hard to take this person out, whatever type of toxicity that is slowly getting in the way. So ask yourself, what is it that I'm enduring in my everyday life? Or what toxic things am I putting in my body? What toxic person or people am I talking to that is slowly affecting me? While it may not be all that bad now, it could later on have a huge effect in my life. So yeah, it's like drying up your cup. Every time you do more of that, it's gonna dry your cup, your giving cup, and you won't be able to give any longer. Okay, so for some of you, Page of Swords and is something legal. Oh, for some of you, there is some legalities that you need to take care of. Maybe there are bills you haven't paid. Maybe maybe you need to check your contract. There's something that you need to renew. Maybe taxes. It's something along the lines of something belonging to the justice, something that you have to be disciplined with, and maybe you haven't been doing anything about it, and your guides are urging you to check your calendar, check your schedule, check your what is it called, quarterly routines. Is there anything that you need to pay or you need to renew that you haven't done so yet? That is very urgent, because while it may seem again that it's okay now, it may turn to something more serious later. So really think about that. And this, I think, is a very strong energy here in your reading, because you've got the courthouse. And so you really want to think, like, look at your papers, I don't know, ask your work, or if you have a business, check with your accountants. Is there something that you need to do that you haven't done yet? It is definitely something that is urging you to go take action now with. Okay, another energy is the Five of Pentacles. It's interesting, this Five of Pentacles. It's also the background of this card, the Five of Pentacles. Something has shattered and needs to be built. In my opinion, this could be a habit. So maybe you were on top of a habit that the right word is you were on top of it and you were doing so well. It seems like you slacked here a little bit. And with the slack of this habit, time after time after time after time, now it's reaching a serious situation, and your guides are urging you to pick up the pieces again. You're not expected to start where you left off, but picking these pieces back up again, bit by bit by bit, will take you back to that strong place and healing and balance. And you will find back your strength. So if this is a health habit, and I've intuitively seen this right, you go back to your health bit by bit, and you will definitely be healing. You will feel very strong. So don't worry about anything health-wise if you start taking action today. We've got two more parts. You've got the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. Overindulgence. Overindulgence will quickly make you stuck in place. You want to move, but your guides are urging you, be careful not to overindulge, because it's a slippery slope. And so here, this is saying you could be moving well, and all of a sudden you overindulge in something, and you move from the energy of moving quickly to being absolutely stuck in place. This will lead to serious consequences, especially that you don't know what else is hidden, and you want to really be careful. Is it like hidden opportunities that you will regret? Or is it hidden costs? Or is it hidden issues or challenges? You want to be ready, and you can't be ready if you are overindulging. Study your moves. Make educated moves. I have this feeling with the Justice card, it's a card of balance. It's not like don't enjoy what you like, enjoy it, but study your steps. before you find yourself overindulging and later regret it. So enjoy what you like, but take educated decisions. Study yourself, study the situation well before you take any action, and this is the right way to move forward so that you don't find yourself stuck and regret it later. Okay, last but not least, with this energy that we're seeing is the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. The Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm getting this crazy idea of doing something. This is absolutely channeled, and I could be wrong, but it just hit me, and I envisioned an idea of someone doing something thinking it's spiritual, but it is actually harming them, which goes in line with the blood here. Could be slowing you down, and I have no idea what is an example of that. I actually need to reflect on what I just said. Actually, I have like an idea that I've experienced a very long time ago, guys. Like a very long time ago, in my early 20s. You know, when The Secret got released, and then it was so exciting. It changed my life when The Secret first came out. It was like, it was mind-blowing. And then I had a friend back then who took it to the extreme. During this time, there were workshops about The Secret. Everyone was talking about it. It was like this mind-blowing thing that many people connected with. I had a friend who started saying things that I had a bad feeling about. I felt like I can see where the logic is, kind of, but it didn't make any sense to me. I had a friend who started saying, we have to fully believe, and belief is backed with action. I was like, yes. And he said, and so to match that energy, you have to act like you already have it. And so to become rich, you have to start spending your money like you're already rich. And at that point, I started going, I don't know if I'm convinced. And he's like, you see how you're blocking yourself? And that's your resistance right there. You see, you have resistance. Let that resistance go and believe that the money will come. And I believe that everything that we want will come. I believe that it will come in due time. I believe in peace. I believe in many things, but this did not resonate with me. And the issue that really broke my heart about this, I just didn't follow it. I mean, to me, in my mind, was something to reflect on for sure. I see where he came from, and I needed to reflect on what he's saying, but it did not resonate with me, and I didn't do that. The sad part was that he had saved up a lot of money, and it could be something that made him feel so good because he was so disciplined, and perhaps it was an opportunity for him to live life, which reminds us that balance is always important. But in any case, he had saved up so much money, and he started spending it and spending it and spending it, and he obviously lived a great time. The more he spent, the higher he felt, the more he believed in the frequency he was feeling, and it was awesome. And he spent and he spent and he spent, and he went broke. And when he started getting broke, all that high started moving to the other side and becoming extremely low, and that fueled into regret, into him being angry with the universe that it's not working, and many other things. It was like a downward spiral in the other direction. I've now reflected on what this means in my mind, and if you want me to share what my thoughts are, I'll let you know in the comment section. I don't want to waste your reading time, but This story is to tell you about an example here of what's spiritual but may not be spiritual, because sometimes we listen to a spiritual idea or we get a spiritual idea and on its own, like if we eliminate all other factors, it makes sense. But spirituality is all about oneness, right? It's bringing everything together. And so on its own, it might make sense, but it could be neglecting many other sides to spirituality that are equally important, leading to, in your case with the Knight of Pentacles, a great slow down. So you could be doing something, a spiritual practice, or following with the Hierophant, following a spiritual idea that may feel good in the moment, that may feel like you're doing the right thing, but your guides are urging you to rethink this. What spiritual habit, practice, ideas? It looks like this Hierophant had on, look at that, had his Emperor boots on. Look at that. What is this on the side? I'm not sure. Apologies, had to adjust the camera. I don't know, it looks like a book with a ram, Aries obviously. You know, the Hierophant, the Emperor is very systematic. So this could be an agenda or a planner, to be specific. So do you see, this Hierophant is more relaxed and the Emperor is an action taker, organized, you know, there's a system. Here, it's more relaxed. So could it be that you aren't taking the necessary actions required to maybe manifest your dreams? Could that be it? Like you really believe in your dreams, but you're not consistent with the Knight of Pentacles. You want to be more consistent to cross to the other side? I think so. So it's just what I'm sensing, but really you may know what this is about. While your spiritual idea is not wrong at all, keep that faith or keep that belief or keep that practice, but add the Emperor energy to it. And that is being responsible for your dreams, or being responsible for, or taking action, or being more organized. I would say with the Knight of Pentacles, taking consistent action every day is what will get you to maybe what you're envisioning or what you're trying to do with your spiritual practice. So these are the different areas that I see here in your reading when it comes to something that your guides are urging you not to neglect at all, because it can come and harm you in a way that you may not like. It's not hard to see. I mean, we can see the shadow of this figure here. It's not hard to see. Figure out what area of your life, like really take the time to think, what area of my life have I been putting a lot of nurture and care and love and effort into before, and it was growing, it was doing well, that I'm now not putting in that effort towards. It could be something in your recent past, it could be something in the very past that could lead to serious consequences that you don't want to get into. Knowing that if you do in fact reverse this situation, take the necessary action, it will come strong again. It's a time of your life where you can make it, a phase where you can make it strong again. It's like it didn't die out. It just needs that nurture again. Giving more care to it, I would say. First of all, needs more care before action. It needs more care, it needs more energy, it needs more passion into it. It needs more motivation, it needs action taking. And it shall take you slowly but surely to the success you are looking for. Okay, so now that we've seen the main urgent message, let's get some guidance on how you, what's the best way to tackle this and put the right action. Thanks. Looks like these are your cards as well as this one and this one. Oh, this one's moving. things. So what is the best course of action to take? The easiest course of action to take to make this great again. So you've got the Four of Swords. I saw your Four of Swords, in your examples. The Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, the mind, swords, swords, swords. It starts with the mind. You've got the Strength card, holding a sword. It is all in the mind first. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, and there's the Emperor's boots back on. Right? The Emperor and the King of Wands, you definitely are guided to take action. Right, you've got the King of Cups, and you've got the Justice card. Do the right thing. Right. So what are we seeing here? Your level up, that's the background of the Four of Wands. Your level up or growth again lies in deep, deep thought before you take any action. It's not action first, it's thought. You need to weigh out the pros and cons, and you need to look at the whole picture, because for a long while you haven't been looking at the overall picture. And so perhaps this starts with figuring out what this is, or maybe you know what this is, but you just don't know what to do about it. So here this is saying to get yourself out of this situation, you want to think well, weighing out the pros and cons, being honest with yourself about what is hurting you or what could hurt you later, seeing the whole picture, seeing the things you're too afraid to look at, or things that you haven't looked at for a long time, being bold to look. So things like that could be examples of this. It could be, you know how when we go on, when we have exams, for example, it's the easiest way without going on and on. When we have exams and we stop looking at the things that are needed to get done because we're afraid of finding out and feeling bad about it. We keep postponing not just the studying and the exams, we keep postponing looking at what needs to get done when, because you already feel burdened and you don't want the bad news now. And so this is what it's about. It's like, dare to hurt yourself a little bit now, get the overall picture so you can save what could be saved. You must look at what you're afraid to look at. This can be saved, your guides are saying. This can be saved. Look at it, know where you're at, be open with yourself, tell yourself the truth, and from that point onwards, be determined to take the right responsible actions towards it. Putting in that effort will change your fortune with the Wheel card. It will change the cycle, this perpetual cycle that maybe has run out of control. You can start to move it in the other direction to your favor. And that is through action taking. And the more you take action with the Angel of the Lovers card, the more you will love the results that you're seeing. So sometimes we avoid looking at the truth because we just want to enjoy the moment. But really, your guidance here is this one is urgent. You don't want to play that game because the consequences are serious. And on top of all of that, you will really love the results that you're getting from this. And so the guidance is, once you figure out what this is and you're on top of your game, you know what's the worst case scenario, you know what actions you need to take, you take actions. The second advice is to be strong, to cut out your desires, whatever this is. the desire to not work, the desire to spend, the desire to maybe eat a lot of junk food. One thing or the other with the devil card in the King of Cups. King of Cups is emotions, right? And so you've got a nagging need, I would say, with the devil sitting in the King of Cups. You've got a nagging need that is driving your emotions instead of you driving it. It's telling you, we have a burning desire for this. Go get this, go get this, go get this. And so once you figure this out and start taking strong action, it will be this voice that goes, but why don't we have it this time? Or why don't we do this time? And while everything in moderation is good, this desire seems to want more. And you want to be careful with that. You want to be strong and do the right thing for yourself. This could also, I'll give you another type of example so that with these two different examples, you can apply it in your life. This could be your connection with someone, and that's a strong probability here because you've got the Manaz rune, it's human connection, right? Interdependence, or your interdependence on something, your body or your financial situation, or maybe your connection with someone. In that case, it could be that you haven't been calling them for a while, or maybe connecting with them for a while, and maybe they've been complaining. Maybe you're not even talking because there's apathy here. And it's time to think the pros and cons would be, where did you go wrong, where you were actually right, and these are important boundaries to set. And it may hurt to realize that you weren't entirely right. You need to be honest with yourself. And while it may hurt to speak honestly with someone that you haven't been connecting with because you know they're going to tell you this, that, and the other, it is the time to endure it. It's their right. Let them say, do, take their time, whatever it is they need. And you need to start there, working, being strong, working with that energy. And it will shift. It will shift eventually to your favor as you take the right course of action with this person. It's not about saying, for example, sorry, or reversing what you do and expecting the person to change right away how they feel with you. You must accept that it's their choice too. And it can only be adjusted with the right course of action consistently. And you refrain from emotions of I'm done, or that's it, I tried my best, or anything that may feel good in the moment but may not be good long term. So be very disciplined with your emotions. And so take these two examples and see, as you listen to them, how they apply in your life. And your final messages from your guides when you apply these, because these came with the guidance, your final messages are the Magician, the Empress. Oh, I've got some things to tell you. And the Three of Wands. Your message from your guides is, there's so much you're not seeing in this situation. And that's dangerous, because with the death figure in the Empress card, these are only going in extreme directions. They are going in an extreme direction where things are ending or things are transforming, may not be in the direction that you like. And I would say that seeing the attack of the wolf, the courthouse here, it definitely talks about things that you're not seeing that really may go south in a way that you don't like. Or you might shift that energy, that strong energy, in another direction. And that is abundance, nurture, love, care, and things moving with the Three of Wands, jumping off and moving very quickly in the direction that you prefer. It's not going to stay quote unquote out silent forever, or the status quo is not going to remain as it is for a long time. It's coming near its end, and you need to make a decision, or let the course of life, make that decision for you. And this is why your guides are urging you. They're saying, this has been going on for a long time. You haven't been taking good care, I don't know, of your legal paper, or haven't taken care of your work, or haven't taken care of your connections with others, or whatever this is. But it's definitely something you greatly depend on, one way or the other. There's not depend on in a bad way, but this is something that you're connected to, that will affect you. Let's put it in this right perspective. And so your guides with guardianship are really trying to guard you from what you may suffer from later, and you might regret it. So take the right course of action now. Be disciplined, be courteous is something I just heard. Be calm and consistent. But before all of that, take your time to think and be open to see for yourself where you may not really be going right, since this is so urgent and you're not seeing it. Do what you like in moderation and in the right way, and take care of the important matters that need to be taken care of. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading as your urgent message from your spirit guides. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do consider joining the memberships. It's a great way to support me if you love what I do. Thank you so much for those of you who decided to support me, who can and wish to support me. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at an urgent message that is meant to reach you. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, I always list them down in the description box for you. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. Your significator card is the safety card. And of course, if you've picked, I also feel this one, so I'm going to take it. If you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition. That's the most important thing. And if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your sign, you can always do that. Okay, so everything's ready. Let's check out your oracle cards first, see what your urgent message is. So you've got courtship. You've got false person. That's a rather urgent message for sure. Okay. You've got the spider and passion flower with creative ingenuity. You've got home. No, let's keep it down there so we have a tarot card up there. So you've got home as well as the Kanaz rune. Okay. Because that feels like home too, and you've got safety. Let's see what this is trying to say. Right. So you've got the Four of Pentacles. The Star card. The Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Being very careful here, the Queen of Cups. Right. And they're facing each other. It's definitely about something when it comes to connection between you and someone. You've got the Page of Swords, laser focus. You've got the Fool card, as well as the Eight of Pentacles. Let's stop there, absorb the energy. There's something about time as well, timing. Like maybe somebody's rushing you, urging you to do something. Not so sure, but let's explore the energy. My intuitive feeling here is that this is an urgent message pertaining to someone in your life or someone that you're dating. It could be somebody either you just got to know or somebody in your life. It says false person. So I would say the reading is talking about how someone is putting on a mask. They're not showing their true intentions. And you're really being guided to be careful with this person because they might be behaving. You might find later that they are an extremist with a fire here, or acting in an extreme way somehow. I'm seeing that you're guided to hold off your energy a little bit with the Four of Pentacles. Like they're rushing you to do something. Like, come on, come on, come on. There's time. There's a pressure of, come on, come on. Let's do something. They want to reach their goal. And this reading is serving as an enlightenment with the Kanaz rune. That's enlightenment. It's an urgent message, enlightening, not to open your home up or your safety, or not to open the door, to keep it fully open for that person. This is a reading that's not urging you to cut this connection with this person either. Because you can see here, one leg in, one leg out. One leg with a shoe, one leg without the shoe. It's really giving me this feeling of like not leaving it completely, but not being in completely. Even the door is tilted. It's not closed. It's like, don't fully close the door, but don't keep it fully open either. I don't know why, but it seems like this has to do with your safety. Because you can see here with the Queen of Cups, it's the Queen of being emotionally balanced. So maybe you are approaching this with good intentions. You're a balanced person. You're very careful with your words, how you act. But in front of you with the Knight of Cups is someone who is only after what their heart desires with the Knights, like going after what they want. And it seems like this person may be coming from a place of, like, this is a person who's been through a lot. And this is a person who may have more experience in rushing and getting what they want more than you. Because you see how this person's patina, this person's suit has patinaed. You can see that it's broken. It means that they've been to the depth of the sea and back. They've learned how to get what they want. They've learned how to fulfill their needs, fulfill their wishes. Like they only go after the pleasure, after what their heart desires in the moment. So maybe how they feel in the moment could be true. But always remember that it's in the moment with the Knight of Cups. It's in the moment. And so it's interesting because me, Reem, I would have said close the door, but that's not your reading. Your reading, for some reason, because maybe I don't know much about the situation in your life, is saying don't shut it, but don't keep it wide open. You want to be laser focused and have your eyes open with the Page of Swords. You want to look at everything, right? You want to, what is the word called? You want to have an open eye and don't disregard anything, because if you keep your eyes open, you will notice many things that are toxic, that aren't that nice, that could protect you moving forward. Because with the spider building the spider web, it seems like you're a catch somehow for this person. Maybe they want to take your money. Maybe this is an emotional thing. They want to connect with you. And so don't shut the door, don't open it too much. Do you see how this person's careful with spilling? So it's almost like, be careful with spilling the tea. Don't talk too much, don't reveal too much, don't say too much, which tends to happen when we open our hearts to someone and we enjoy our times in the moment. It's just normal that we start opening up. But here with the Queen of Cups, you're being guided to be very careful with what you say, what type of information and emotions you give to that person. And talking about the laser focus is showing us in the next card that this Fool card is playing in the mud. It's very muddy, it's very murky, the water is murky. The fish seems to be, there's a word for it, like they've swallowed a lot of poison and they've transformed. What is the word called? Like they've become, I can't remember. When animals or people drink certain substances, radiation, and they start deforming, start becoming something else, almost zombie-like. So I am seeing also with the pajamas here in the Fool card, you want to be very careful, because it seems like this person has learned to be part of a toxic environment. They've got so much experience in how to getting what they want that they cease to realize just what type of toxicity they are in and how toxic their environment is and how it's deforming everyone and the life around them. And while their eyes got so used to this, you can see very clearly. That's your opportunity to see what's wrong, the red flags that this person can show you. With the pajamas again, gives me this feeling like they're behaving without much thought. Like sleepwalk, when your body does it automatically. You're not awake. You're not awake. This person is fully asleep, metaphorically speaking. They're not awake at all, and they're functioning out of pure happiness in the moment, fulfillment in the moment, the nights. And while it may feel so good for you in the moment, and while you may not, maybe this is something about to happen. If this doesn't yet resonate, like you're thinking in your mind, who's this person? Oh my God, what's going on? Maybe you're about to meet this person, and this is an urgent reading. You might meet them in your work. You might meet them. Maybe they're trying to sell you something. Maybe for some of you, this is someone who tells you about how they feel towards you. This could be something that someone's building, like yet building and about to show you. So you want to be very careful, because your reading is showing with the Queen of Cups that you will give this person attention. It's going to happen. You're going to give this person attention. But it doesn't mean that what's going to happen is that you give this person emotions. That's different. So give them attention. That's going to happen. They are going to manage to get your attention with their falsehood, their false behavior. But emotions, that's really up to you. You want to be very frugal in the beginning with this person, with your emotions, or if this is a sale, with your money, or with anything of the sort, don't just believe them, because since they are acting from genuine emotions, but in the moment, it will look like it's real. Like you'll say, but I saw it in their eyes, or I saw it in their heart, or I saw it. This is how either people who live it in the moment, or this could be also pathological liars. Pathological liars, they learn to portray the right emotions, portray the right facial movements. They get themselves, like they learn the lie so much that they embody, like they believe it in the moment. They so believe it that it cannot not be real. They can trick anyone because they themselves believe it. So this could either be a pathological liar or someone who's genuine, by the way, who genuinely feels it in the moment, but you might wake up the next day and they don't feel like that anymore. This could be someone urging you, come on, let's partner up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna work, and this, I'm so excited. And you put your money into an investment and they don't wake up and do anything, and they say, change my mind, yeah, I'm doing it, So don't commit to anything without making sure, if this is business, for example, that you get your rights. Perhaps this is why don't shut the door. It's kind of like, make things clear. Because if this is relationships, like I get it, with work, you make a contract, you make sure that you're safe. In relationships, you also want to create safety. And that is before you get involved with this person, maybe this is a good person, but they have some shadows that they can't control, or toxic behaviors, that if you set boundaries with them, then at least they get to heal this shadow without harming you. There are set boundaries that they won't be able to later harm you with, because now they're aware of it like you. They are dreaming here, they can't see it. Making them, like, not giving your emotions too much, making sure you set proper boundaries, and making sure this person is aware of it and goes, I realize, I'm so sorry, I will like, let's do this so that this never happens, let's do this. So this person, because they value you and want to follow their heart, they don't harm you with these. And so it's important to discuss it beforehand and not after you are involved. So yeah, whether this is business, whether this is relationship, your card here is saying, go through it with great awareness with the Kanaz rune, and don't shut the door, but don't open it up just yet. Make sure that you are so focused on where this person is naive or not well informed on how to behave in the right way in this specific area, how they've learned something through their environment that may not be healthy, could be very toxic, but it's one that they're willing to be alert of and say, oh my God, yes, you're right, this is not right behavior. Or alerted by a contract, going, oh yes, oh my God, there's a contract now, I must get up and do what I need to do. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here in your reading. Now that I think about it, which is the only card we didn't discuss, that's the Star card. That's a major arcana. Perhaps this person can offer you something that's highly important to you. Maybe they won't be offering you this thing, but they will be great guidance for you to move in the right direction. And that's why your reading is saying don't shut the door, because maybe you're not going to deal with them, but they may lead you to the right direction. Or that they are a great person to have in your business or your relationships, but you must first make sure that they are aware of their toxic behavior and that they work hard. Eight of Pentacles, we'll talk about it in a moment, before you go, right, now we can start doing something together. Speaking of which, the Eight of Pentacles here is hard work. The Eight of Pentacles is mastery. And so there's something about not opening your door fully before you watch this person work hard and master what they're promising to do. And that's very important, because there's relearning from the environment that they're in. So let's say you're hiring someone in your company. Let's say you are HR, or maybe your manager. Now you're a manager and you're hiring someone to help you in your department. Let's say you're hiring a new graduate, right? New graduates, like all of us when we first started, we're so oblivious to many things. Doesn't mean we're not hard workers. Absolutely were. But there were so many things that we didn't know. And if there wasn't someone who had to first see if we're up to this or not, we could have really messed things up due to our lack of experience and naivety. So if you're hiring, for example, a new graduate, this is then talking about how the probation period, like make sure you don't commit before you watch them apply the very promises that they promised you with. You think they're promising, but you want to make sure that they learn to cope with your environment, to cope with your company, to cope with what is needed in this role that they're taking on. So whatever this role is, with the person you're going to meet or with the person that is already in your life, be slow, and make sure you don't commit to anything before they master. Because if they do master it, they will be a great addition in your life to launch something powerful that is very important to you. So this could be launch of great love. This could be launch of a great business. This could be a launch of your company or your department working beautifully because of this awesome hire. But if they don't go through this probation period of learning that they must have the right work ethics in this specific particular field, then they may just come and do the same, go on automation and do what pleases them. You see, that's why a probation period to see this person for who they are is very important to this reading, because it's the other person's choice. That's why there's no prediction, because it's really up to the decisions that this person is going to take. We all have free will. Will this person, after you being careful, choose to go, yes, I love this direction, I'm all for it, I'm gonna work hard to take this toxicity out of the way and make something that I love work? Then great, you've got something awesome that can launch. This person doesn't decide that and loves where they are, then, my dear pile number 2, it simply means that it's their choice and they're not going to be part of whatever this was meant to be, but you've got safety. You were safe from having to experience something that may not have been good for you. Or let's not say good, may have been challenging for you unnecessarily. But I just noticed creative ingenuity. So this person seems like, you see, the nectar. It seems like they've got special juice that has so much potential. And it's up to them whether they offer this potential to you, then it's so worth it, or whether they don't choose to do that now. And so what's the point of creative ingenuity, whatever that is, however that's translating in your life, that beautiful, awesome thing, if they don't share it, right? So that's the first thing that I see in your reading, and thus this is why this is such an urgent message. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got the Page of Cups, the Ten of Wands. I love how the topic really invited some really urgent matter here in your reading. You've got the Five of Swords, just magic. The Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, as well as the Ace of Wands. Wow, there's more here to what you need to hear in regards to this situation. It is trying to show you what lies beneath the beautiful picture that they will portray in the beginning. What is this toxicity? It's an expansion of what this toxicity is. Page of Cups is childhood, right? You will find that this person starts acting a little bit childish. You will find that this person perhaps hasn't learned, you can see that childishness here, hasn't learned to mature, hasn't matured, especially emotionally. And so you will find yourself constantly nurturing this person. They're fun when they're playful, they're fun when their creative ideas come out, but definitely not fun when they start acting childish. This is, again, not an invitation to shut the door. This person has the potential to master this and become responsible through a window of time. They do. The reading is saying that they do. With time, through a period of time, they can master this specific situation. Maybe they've never learned to be responsible before in whatever area this is, and you giving them this window, especially that they really want this and they're gonna be urging you towards it, you're not gonna budge. You are going to discuss the things that you don't see right, and you are going to make a deal. We will definitely be moving forward if you are successful in whatever boundaries you set for them. But just that you are aware, so that you're able to spot it easily. In this area that this person is trying to seek, there's extreme immaturity. They're still children, so to speak, in that area of life. And they will cause a lot of pain, and they will be cause a lot of challenges that will be very heavy on your shoulders later on. It won't be easy. The reason for this is because due to their childishness, they don't know how to do things maturity. On top of this childishness and perhaps the irresponsibility, and maybe you'll find yourself the one who's carrying most of the load, if not all of it, because they don't want to carry any load. On top of that, you won't be able to discuss things with them, just like we do with children. And I say this fully respectfully towards the other person that we're talking about. Full respect, full love, just describing energy. And so you will find that they tend to behave in a snarky way. Also, maybe they're not good with feedback. You're always in a fight with them. With the Five of Swords, they might what's the word? They might resort to bullying even, and doing things that they're not ashamed of. Like they don't see as shameful at all. Boldly, unapologetically, they're shameless, and there will be a lot of bullying, and so it might look pretty in the beginning as they rush you, and it feels so nice. They're so excited, but it's a trap if you're not careful. Also, there's a Star card, so you see the dichotomy here of energy with this person, and that's why you shouldn't shut it. There's huge potential, creative ingenuity. There's something awesome about this person, that's for real. But also, if you're not careful, it could be a deal. Maybe all of this is not a person, it could be a deal even. So put that in mind. It could even be a deal. It will either be awesome or something that you get stuck in, where someone else gets to benefit from you and you don't get anything out of it. So this person, if they continue on their childish behavior, they can drop you whenever they want. They'll let you carry their load. They'll bully you, and they will try to hurt you. So there's so much that lies beneath the environment and the experience that they've gone through, what they've learned through their journey. And you really want to be careful. Although you will be very excited about this, maybe it's a deal that you'll be so excited about, you're asked to be calm and to take the time to look at what the other person is hiding. Not that you shouldn't treat them well. And talk to them, face them. Face them is the key word. As you have your eyes fully open, you openly discuss. That's not healthy, that's not good, that's unsafe, I don't like that. This and that and the other. And the Eight of Pentacles is either you working very well on the contract or you making them prove what they are promising before you commit to anything, before you build these boundaries well. So it's work from your side and work from their side. Work from your side because with the Star card, it's worth it. It's definitely going to take you towards something that you will love and want if this person decides to give you their good side. And that means not to be themselves, their real selves, without their shadow side. That could be great for them because that will be an awesome opportunity for this person to learn something, to change their behavior. And as they work on themselves, they become proud of themselves and they change overall. So it might be the reason somebody changes, but only through free will if they decide to change. And that's why you're being guided to take it slow. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at an urgent message that is meant to reach you. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested to know their names, I always list them down in the description box for you. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Snowflake Obsidian. Your significator card is the card of ferocity. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their pile as well. Always follow your intuition. And if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your zodiac sign as well, you can always do that. Okay, so let's check out your oracle cards first. Oh my god, you've got the Canaz rune. That was the same rune that popped up in pile number 2. So if you were drawn to pile number 2, I highly recommend it. Okay, you've got the Worst. Like a dark cloud and a white cloud. Snowflake Obsidian has both the light and the dark, right? Interesting. You've got, how about we keep it like this? There we go. And then you've got Fresh Start. Interesting. Okay. You've got the squirrel and chestnut with preparation. Aha. And you've got thoughts. It's almost like you're having a new chance at something, but you need to take quick action. Just an initial thought, but let's see what this is all about. You've got the world card. The worst has happened. It's ending now. Right. You've got the King of Wands. Be well prepared and ready to take action. You've got the Nine of Wands. Yes, like guarded, be ready, wait for it. Like I don't know what this is about yet, but it's saying have everything prepared, everything in line. Dot your I's and cross your T's. Is that how it's saying? It said, I forgot. Cross your T's and dot your I's. I can't remember. But anyways, like have all your ducks in a row. Be ready for something. You've got the Two of Cups. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, something painful is ending. Really nice. Okay. The Star card. Wow. Okay. And the Eight of Pentacles. Let's pause to reflect for a moment before we continue the reading. So the worst in your situation, whatever you're suffering through at the moment, has already happened. That's the worst that can happen. It's done. It's a fresh start now. It was very vicious, it seems. You've gone through recently something very vicious, and it went so dark. But you're reading, first of all, before it talks about the urgent situation, which is part of the urgency here, is letting you know that that's the worst. It's not going to get any worse. It's getting much better from here. Because it seems like the situation that you're in, you've suffered a lot, you're in a lot of pain, and that is it. Finito. And you're only moving upwards and extremely upwards from here. So, something about be very well prepared to make benefit of something or to make use of something. Let me reflect. Do you see how, as the star figure is pouring water on land, can you see your card? Yeah. The water that's being poured is reflecting everything in the heavens. So it's kind of like making us see more, right? So I'm getting the idea of get to work, do what you need to do now in this difficult situation. Don't worry, you've gone through the worst of it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Because the more you pour love into it, the more you do what you need to do, the more it will reflect back the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. Your situation will transform from something bad or invaluable to something super valuable, because the red line in the Two of Cups represents the Philosopher's Stone, turning regular metal to gold. So you can, although it looks bad here, this is saying that you can transform this situation to your favor. So it's not only just ending, but your urgent message is to have an open eye these days and be on guard. It's not like, oh, the worst has ended, let me go to bed, or let me enjoy life, or let me move on. No, this is saying, as you watch it end, this is a great opportunity to use to your favor to make a specific dream come true. Will it require some effort from you? Yes, you've got the tigers here. But you're gonna go through stages of building something, stages of something becoming perfect, stages of something becoming better by the day for you, forming into your very dream. It's interesting how your worst situation right now can be the culprit for something that a huge wish that you have. And it's your opportunity to use it to your favor now and not anytime, because you've got the thoughts here. There's something that you obviously want with the star card, something that you've envisioned, something that means so much to you. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna take time, but this is the time to make this dream come true, to make this vision come to life where you see it, touch it, feel it, everything. And I say that because the squirrel hides its nuts constantly, because it wants to find it in the winter when there are no nuts. So sometimes the squirrel forgets about these nuts and they turn into great big trees. And so it is going to take time. But every level of it, however, is going to give you a great benefit. Each level at every stage will be giving. The huge benefit, however, will be at the end, when you've gone through all these phases and watched your dream that you've once envisioned about your life, about yourself, whatever this is, come to reality, become your reality. So this is why this is an urgent message. You're being urged to make use of this. Although it's very tempting to just give up, to rest, to do what you naturally would want to do when this ends, or as this is ending right now for you, you're actually you're actually guided to stand there strong. Because the Nine of Wands is the energy of the wounded soldier who still stands strong, guarding with strength. It's the card of confidence. King of Wands, one of the most powerful archetypes in tarot. And so this is definitely saying, yes, it's tempting to just let loose, relax, put your hair down, and call it a day. As this ends, finally ended, right? But really, that's not really, you will lose a huge opportunity that you love with the Two of Cups. The opportunity to fulfilling your cup with something that means so much to you, something that you constantly think about, something that you constantly envision, something that will change your life in such a great way if you think about it that much. And so this is a reading meant to enlighten you with the Kanaz. It's meant to show you something beyond what you're maybe noticing or know about into your future. It's here to show you a gift that you can receive if you put that energy, because the Kanaz rune is a rune of energy, by the way. And so this is definitely talking about energy, using your energy these days fully on making this wish happen, because now is the time. For some reason, I don't know what the situation is. That's why you have ferocity. As tough as the situation was, as tough as you are. And you're guided to use that force to make this dream come true. Like I told you, it's not you. Yes, it's gonna take time, for sure. We can see it in your cards. But the awesome thing is, with every level, level that you go through, you will get humongous advantages that you may not even have had before. So at every stage, you get something awesome with it. So stick with it, my dear pile number 3. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. We might get more perspective on what this challenge is. You know, I'm doing this reading blindly, trusting the process. But yeah, let's see what you get. You've got the Four of Cups, the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Wow. I heard in my mind's ear the lion's share when I saw these two cards. I don't know what that means, but you're getting the lion's share of something. Let's see. You've got the Queen of Wands. Wow. If this is about your health with the Queen of Wands, you're going to be glowing, because Star and Queen of Wands, wow. If this is your dream, then you can make use of that situation to shine so bright. Queen of Wands and the Star. So please take it how it resonates with you. And you've got the Emperor. Oh my God. Queen of Wands and the Emperor. That is ultimate power. Oh my God. Doesn't it look like a smiling face, right? I wonder what this means. We'll find out. Look at the cat here. Doesn't it look like cat's eyes? Intuition. The solid foundation should be your intuition. Or this could mean the solid foundation for this is following your guidance in today's urgent reading, urgent message. Let's follow the guidance then. You can really see here the opportunity that's coming to you during a time when you're unhappy with what's going on and you genuinely don't know what to do. Like yin and yang. As something goes wrong, something along very right happens simultaneously. And it's up to you which direction you want to go. Do you want to follow the dark cloud, or do you want to follow the light, the opportunity that came with it? And your reading is guiding you to take that opportunity. Because if you do, I heard in my mind the lion's share. You get so much. You get the lion's share. In my opinion, this could mean perhaps many people could make use of an opportunity like that, depending on what this situation is. As mentioned, I'm really reading blindly here. I don't have any clue what this difficult situation is to suggest or to guess. But there's something about many people trying and getting out of it. But you here, there's something strong about you. There's something fortunate about you. I don't know. You get the lion's share with the Page of Pentacles. If you're hearing any background noise, this is my dog sleeping. Just a heads up. So you get the lion's share. And this opportunity, or this whatever you do today, will one day give you so much power, so much stability, so much glow, so much popularity. It will allow you to create an empire, or to create something that you lead. Will put you in a very powerful position. And so, as tempting as it is to release, if you take a peek at your future, which is what this reading is giving to you now, and see what you're going to experience, where you're going to be in life, and how you're going to be like, what type of power you're going to have over your life or over the things you want, you will definitely choose that path. And this is what I understand what the Star card is trying to show you. The more you put effort into this, the more you'll start to see what the stars or your guidance was trying to show you at each level. The more these levels happen, the more it will assure you and remind you of this very reading that you're getting today. I'm sure that this is a reading that you're not going to forget. And do you see? There's a decision here. There's the death figure moving. And you decide. Do you want to... There's like a final decision here. Do you want to fully let it go? Or do you want to get up? The worst has ended anyways. Do you want to get up with full power and make this happen for yourself? Let's get more information here, since this is where the reading urgent message is focusing on, to see what is this opportunity. Yeah, what is this opportunity and how are you guided to make use of it? I think that should help you out a lot. What is this opportunity and what are you guided to do exactly to seize it? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it keeps saying with the Queen of Pentacles something that you want, because the Queen of Pentacles lives in the realm of her dreams. She worked hard to create it. And so we're taken back to what you're envisioning, something that you want. Okay. You get to live what you want today. The Knight of Swords. Movement, movement, movement. It's like move now. Continue the movement. Continue the momentum. Don't let go. Eight of Cups. One day you will be able to enjoy the let go, or it will work for you. The Four of Pentacles. I'll show you what I'm seeing in a moment. The Four of Pentacles. The Ram taking us to the Emperor. You'll start something small that will turn into something huge. The Four of Wands, the leveling up. Exactly, the leveling up. Oi! And you've got the Ace of Swords. Let's push the fresh start. Okay. So we know now that it's taking you towards your dreams. Yeah, obviously. But the Queen of Pentacles worked hard to achieve that. To achieve these dreams. And so what are you guided to do? Non-stop. Knight of Swords doesn't stop. Nothing stands in their way. Non-stop. It's like keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, keep on. If you keep on going, something will start to finally form. It's the four. Form and develop. Something will start to take shape in the physical form. Something will start to happen. That is the beginning, the very beginning of you seeing and noticing and realizing that your hard work is giving you something super beneficial. These are the levels we are seeing here. And so your guidance is to never stop. Don't stop. Once you start, don't stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And you will see things forming that you've never seen before. That's the beginning foundation of what the Emperor one day can see. And once that starts to form, the rest is history. Because with the Four of Wands, it's only leveling up from now. And you will start to have a grasp and understanding of your situation. You will start to have a grasp and control of how to take action, what to do, when to do it. It will be in your hands now. You want to rest, you want to do it this way, you can start moving it, but now with mastery. Now you understand the foundation of everything. You can take better decisions. When you want to let go, release, you know how to let go and release. When you want to enjoy your time, you know how to enjoy your life and your time. When you want to be serious because there's another goal, you know how to get that goal. And so the power shall be in your hands because of the knowledge and the experience you're going to accumulate as you continue to move forward. By that time, that sort of level up where you've created the world, that you want, from that place of experience, you'll be able to do what you want, but you now know how to do it right in a way that will not harm you in the future. Fresh start, call it a new page, call it a new day today. The worst has ended anyway, that's great. It's a time of great luck for you. It's a time of, what's the word? It's auspicious times. And you will realize as you work through this, as you make use of this and learn more and gain experience, you will understand why this is the time for this wish to come true. Why this time is so auspicious, the right moment that you can make use of this situation to your advantage to make this dream come true. So my dear pile number 3, seize the moment. Although it's like the hardest thing you can hear now, but it is the moment that will change your whole life in you living the dream you always have in your mind. That is the price right now during that auspicious time that is meant, it's to be given to you. And you're not just going to take like everyone else, which is already great, but you're really getting something way beneficial. Again, you will learn why as you go through this. Should we ask? Maybe we can find out now. Why are you at a great advantage when it comes to taking the lion's share here, please, for pile number 3? The Lover's card, the Fool card, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Why are you getting the lion's share? Well, with the Lover's card here, it could be many things. So, for example, if this is health, then this represents parents, and thus this could be talking about you being at an advantage due to your genes. If this is wealth and a project, for example, I'm just trying to translate the energy, then this is talking about the forbidden knowledge due to some, because you've got the Kanaz rune as well, due to some great knowledge that you have, you will be able to make choices other people can't make. You're at an advantage with your knowledge. See, the Fool here represents naivety. And so, while so many others are oblivious to what you know, your knowledge puts you at a great advantage. It could be both, depending on what this is. What else could be the Lovers other than choice? It could be due to favorism. Maybe you're favored. Maybe you're really loved or going to be absolutely loved and seen as spontaneous and innocent or good-hearted. You're going to be, that's another energy. Maybe you're going to be really loved for your pure energy, your good intentions. And given this lion's share, faithfulness pops up as well. So maybe you have people that love you or someone that loves you, And these people or this person are very faithful to you, and they will help you get this lion's share. So again, I don't know what the situation is. I'm trying to give as many examples to translate this as possible so that you know how to receive it on the other end. In any case, you're getting the lion's share because of that energy, as well as the fact, this is from the old energy, right? Yes. So we've got these two, the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So as well as the fact that you will be able to balance out, maybe due to this fact or due to many other factors, you'll be able to balance, work your muscles and balance and gain experience and skill to balance what so many others struggle to balance. This could be to your great strength, to your motivation, to your desire. Could be for any reason, but you will be able to. It's that key of you getting that lion's share is because you will be able to balance that which many others struggle with. So why do others struggle with this? Just so you know where your advantage lies. Why do others struggle with this? You won't, but why do others then? King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Temperance card. Of course, the leg in water, the leg in land, just like the Star card. This is connecting here because alchemy, we did talk about turning regular metal to gold. So this could be talking about your skill and your abilities, how you're a star for real, how you are able to turn anything regular. In general, this is you. Do you see the balance here? You're balanced. And so this card is connecting to the Star card, showing me it's because you have the patience that maybe others lack, first of all, and you're generally good at turning regular things into powerful things. So patience and skills is on your side. Maybe this is something that a lot of people don't have as good as you do. Also, it seems like you are lucky in terms of resources. Maybe others struggle. They don't have the type of resources needed that you're lucky to have. Six of Swords, maybe it could translate to many things. Maybe so many of you are like well-traveled, so maybe you've got experience to make this work. Maybe because it's a slow process. Maybe many give up, and so they get little advantages. Remember, these were about stages. They get little advantages. It takes time, the Six of Swords, to move from tumultuous waters to calmer ones. So it takes time. So patience, endurance, keeping at it, the resources, you've got it all, my dear pile number 3. And so as you're patient and lucky, one must say, and enduring this, although you're tired, and so is everyone else in your situation, and to continue at it. This King of Pentacles is wearing the boots of the Emperor. And so you're structured, you're organized, you have a system, you know what to do. We did see that you were knowledgeable, and you're taking it slow and easy. It takes time. You are showing patience, you're showing effort, and you are taking the time to do it in your future, and that's why you're getting the lion's share. Maybe results that not many get to see, and others struggle in these specific areas, it seems. And so if they do decide to do the same thing, they will get your lion's share. So this is for everyone. It's just that it needs that type of effort and endurance and strength, you know, fortitude to do it. And you've got it in you. That's what your cards are showing. This is your message. You got that. And so why waste this great opportunity to get what you've always wished for? So keep at it. Keep balancing. Keep being patient. You're turning something regular, nice, okay, not nice, into gold. Something perhaps unseen. That type of power. And you really stand out because of that type of effort that you will be putting in. Stand out it is. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading in terms of your urgent message that is meant to reach you right now. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.